Well, hello. It's day 7 and it's Christmas Eve as I'm recording this. So I thought I would just turn the lights down and bring my little candlelit self here for you. It's, of course, already dark outside and my sweatshirt is covering up my watch, 5 o'clock. Whoa, I almost just blew out my candle. Um, Anyway, I've enjoyed just a really restful day. I worked the first 3 days this week, and now I get 4 days off. How exciting! So I was thinking, what do I want to talk about in today's video? And originally I was kind of like, oh, I can share like 5 things I'm learning about ADHD. And I'm reading this book, ADHD Nation. I might have to get the Kindle version in addition to the audiobook, which I have from the library. I might have both from the library. Check your local library's audiobook and ebook availability. It's pretty awesome stuff if you're not already using that. But it is really phenomenal. So far, since I'm only like maybe 4 hours into the book, I'm like more confused than when I started in terms of what I believe about ADHD. And I mean, again, I'll be clear, as I've said in other videos, like there certainly are people who have, without a doubt, differences in their executive functioning and just neurological differences, neurodivergence, that they need medical and or behavioral treatment to be able to function well. So I'm just clarifying that again. However, because of the history of this diagnosis, it has just started off so fuzzy and just like people just, like, oh, well, any kid who's not performing optimally or not behaving optimally, will just slap this minimal brain dysfunction, MBD diagnosis on them. And then as the field kind of, Ritalin became a thing in the field, and then Ritalin was getting this like bad rap, and this other pill that had been used for like weight loss, and this started to be kind of rebranded as Adderall, and it's just I don't even yet have the words to really convey. But like, for instance, CHAD, which now I forget what it stands for, but anyway, it's like the kind of industry organization, nonprofit that's dedicated to ADHD. Like, they were in bed with Ritalin hardcore early on, and like, that's concerning. I hope that has since changed. But again, the book kind of takes a historical, chronological approach. So I'm still in the phase of what the fuck. And Edward Hallowell, who's been one of the big writers and clinicians in the field, like, the way that the author is kind of spinning his work is like he's just coming out and trying to be like, ADHD is, I don't know, just like overzealous about it. And so now I'm like, well, shit, I don't know if I want to read any Hallowell. But, and then like all these articles that I'm finding online are quoting him as the expert. And so there's, so many things of like the myths of ADHD. And I'm like, well, I don't even know if I can trust this article. Like, what are their sources? So I guess it's good to be thinking critically. But like I said, as of now, I'm more confused. But I will continue sharing what I'm learning. And again, highly recommend ADHD Nation. What else was I going to share? I did pretty well today so far with technology stuff. Today is one of my email days, so I think I'm just going to have to say the tabs thing, that is not a strategy that I'm going to stick with. It doesn't feel useful enough now that I actually think about it. I think there's other ways of me being able to track how hyper fragmented I am on my computer other than tabs. Like, that's a very visible thing, but it doesn't actually really strongly correlate with the qualitative feeling that I get. Because this morning, like when I'm doing my email and updating my YNAB, you need a budget, excellent zero-based budgeting tool, I had a bunch of tabs open and I didn't feel that frenetic energy. So that was nice to notice. I know I have to be cautious with it, but yeah, that's just something that I'm noticing. And I think otherwise, I will be excited for tomorrow's video. I guess tomorrow will be day 8, and I didn't exactly have my first full week of implementing the strategies from before because I probably started them on day 2 or 3. Um, but I'm going to go ahead and in tomorrow's video share what my strategies and focuses for the next week will be, weekish. And I can't wait for that because I haven't really decided what the focus will be. I mean, there's, like I've said, meditation, there's so many options. But tomorrow's video is what I'm really excited about. So come back tomorrow or watch it after Christmas if you are going to be just, hanging out off your technology. Though, let's be honest, most of us are probably, we have the day off or sitting around. We're probably on our devices and stuff just as much as most days. So, especially because many of us can't be with our families right now. We are actually going to do a little zoom into my in-laws gathering this evening since we can't be there because A, we weren't really going to go anyway because COVID, and B, now we can't go because we have to wait and do our tests. So I wish you a Merry Christmas if you are celebrating. If not, I just hope you have a wonderful Friday. It'll be very cold here in Nashville. And look forward to tomorrow's video, day 8, for my strategies and focuses for week 2.